everyone, it's Gail from Blue Rose Paper Treasures. I'm just popping in for a quick couple of minutes to show you some of the items I got in my pre-order today from the August to December 2020 mini catalogue. Just want to show you some really pretty things, and that's it. So we'll get started. I only usually pick 3 either suites or bundles. This time I picked 2 bundles and 1 suite, and I think if you all know me, you know which suite I actually did buy. But we'll start with the first one. Alright, so the first thing I bought was the poinsettia petals, and I only bought the stamps, the dies, and these gorgeous beaded pearls, which I will show you. I've got a bit of black cardstock here, and I absolutely love these. I can see myself using these for so many things. If you can see those, there's 3 pearls and some little, looks like silver little rhinestones in them. Aren't they absolutely beautiful? They were the only 3 things I bought in the collection, in the suite. So I just wanted to show you those and how pretty they were. The dies and the stamps, you get a real lot of dies in this that do multiple things. Now the first thing I usually do is I take everything out and I stamp everything and I die cut everything. 1, so that I've got it in front of me so I can see at a glance how big things are. And 2, to make sure that everything works in case a stamp's not cut properly or a die's not cutting properly. So I just picked, this is one of the sheets out of the DSP, and I just use that, and I just sit it up on my shelf, and I can look at it to see how big things are when I'm planning something. So you get a lot of, these are all the poinsettia petals, the stamps and the dies. So you basically get the outline for the stamp, and you get the 2 steps. So you've got the embossed image in the center of the petals. That is a die cut. That one wasn't. I thought it was, but it's not. Your little I always forget the name of those. I can't. Not bells. Not beads. I can't think of the name. I'll think of it in a minute. That's a die cut. You get all the font, all the sentiments. I haven't figured out what that is yet, but I'm sure I will once I start stamping. You get some little, would be the center of the poinsettia, and another one of those. And the same with the flowers themselves. You get the outline to cut the stamps, and you also use the outline and the embossed inside bit to make a flower. So and you get an insert, another little center, the little center of the flower, and a couple of those. I think there's 2 of those the same size. So you got 4 layers for that one and 3 layers for the stamped one. So that's a really good bundle, because you can basically use the dies for both things. So that was the first set I got, and I've got some ideas, but I'm not sharing them just yet. The second set I got was coming home. It's not a set that I've ever bought before, anything like this, but I love the little VW car in it. So that was the second set I got. I only got the dies and the stamps in that one. Mainly got I really did like the border, because I've got plans. I've made a couple of these over the years. I don't know if you can see that. And I do a different one every year. And this is one of my lighted Christmas shadow boxes. And all these mountains, or the hills, I used to just freehand cut. And I thought, oh, I'll have a nice die there with some little trees. It's like the old set that we had, which I still have. But I try not to use it anymore. So I'll be making a new lighted shadow box with some of the new products. Probably using the new houses, depending on if they're not going to be too big. Yeah, they might not be too big. So that's another project that I will have going, and that's sort of the first thing I saw in this set was those. And I thought, oh, I want those. And then I started looking at those. Oh yeah, I'll get that, something different. And I just love that little card, so I'm thinking of doing some Aussie cards with that, on a beach, with the little V-dub, because that's sort of our thing here. So that was the second set I got, and I'm sure you're all guessing what the third set was the Snowflake Wishes. And I bought the whole suite of that. All the stamps, you get all those stamps in the set. I wasn't sure about the dies until, because I actually thought that was going to cut that shape out, but it actually doesn't. So you would, it's, I kind of think more of an inlay piece. So you would just cut a square and then cut that shape out of it. So you do your whole card front and just put that in the middle. And I didn't realise that didn't cut out either, and that just cuts out of shape. So that would be the same thing. You would just cut a square and die cut that in the middle. So I was surprised when that came out. You've got two outer ones. Don't worry about my stamping, because I said it's just for my reference. Two stamp snowflakes, a little bit, and the three single ones. And all those stamps. So those ones aren't dies. I've separated them. And then I also cut the ribbon that I buy. Now this is the Snowflake Splendor ribbon, and I'll show you that on the black. It is absolutely beautiful. I don't know if it's picking that up on the black. I tried it. Whoop. You see that? Are you getting the shine in that? It is so gorgeous. I absolutely love that. So that was part of the, you can just see the blue, it's like, oh, it's like neon. It's absolutely beautiful. So that was part of the collection. These gorgeous blue adhesive back sequins, which I haven't opened yet, so I will open those and have a closer look. Oh, God, Gail loves these. Aren't they beautiful? So they were the sequins, all sparkly and shiny. Sorry, they were the stamps and all the dies that come with it. The embossing folder that comes with it. The Winter Snow embossing folder. This is going to be hard for you to see as well. Like in our catalogue, it's always hard to see the embossing folders in the catalogue. But this is gorgeous little snowflakes, really tiny ones. I don't like a big image, and these are all really cute little ones. So that was the Winter Snow embossing folder that came with it. Adhesive back snowflakes. This was in another section, and I just happened to see them. They weren't with a collection, but I figured these should have been with this set. And these are adhesive back snowflakes. And they've got a bit of opal look to them. And they're white ones, but it could be just reflecting off what I'm wearing as well. So they're really cute. Next thing, I'm showing you those. Alright, another part of it is the balmy blue glimmer paper. We all love our glimmer paper, anything that sparkles. 2 sheets, so that's going to make some beautiful cards, and in my favourite colour, balmy blue. And the designer series paper. Let's have a look at that. Alright, so try and hold it up for you to be able to see in the light. I've already sorted them to front and back. There's all beautiful blues, all the blues are in these. There's Misty Moonlight, I think it's Misty Moonlight. Is that the name of the new one? Oh, I can't think of the name of the new one. Misty Moonlight, I think it is. Coastal Cabana, Balmy Blues. I can't think what other colours are in it. But these are all my colours. I love working with these colours. So that's all the front of them. And this is the reverse side of them, I think. Oh, no, they're all the front side. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Highland Heather. Oh, absolutely beautiful. And I love that. Nice nighttime one. They love a nice nighttime one. Alright. Running out of hands. Look at that one. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely gorgeous. I don't often buy designer series paper, but I couldn't resist this one. Absolutely beautiful. And that one. And I love like it's got the watermark on it, like it's had water dropped on it. Absolutely love it. So that was the designer paper that goes with that whole collection. Last thing I'll just quickly show you. Piling all this up over here. I got the nice sheer ribbon. That's really nice. That'll be easy, nice and easy to tie bows with that. That's absolutely beautiful. So that was that one. So that was the real red sheer ribbon. And this is the Wonder of the Season ribbon combo pack. And Gail's happy now because she's got some more gold twine. Gold beaded twiney stuff. Love it. Absolutely beautiful. I love gold. Anything thin and gold, I love it. And that comes in the combo pack. That's the gold. And this is the green. I'm thinking garden green, but I'm not entirely sure because I haven't read it. It's very thick. I don't know how you would do a bow with that. It might be a little bit thick for a bow. But that's about an inch, that one. That's an inch wide, I think. That's very wide, but it's very beautiful. I like the stitching on it. So that was that. The Wonder of the Season ribbon combo pack. And the last thing I received, I finally got some of these foam adhesive sheets. I probably should have looked because I thought they were going to be a bit bigger than this, and they're very tiny. But I can see they're going to be very useful for doing like the snowflakes. So you be well, this is the first time I've opened them. I'm guessing they're sticky on both sides. So you die cut your snowflake or something if you want it really raised on the card or the project that you're working on. And I think there's probably, how many is in that pack? 6 of those. So those for the foam adhesives. These are new, so I'll be having a play with these as well to do some more 3D type effect card fronts. Alright, that's all I wanted to show you. Just to let you know what things I had bought. I did order a few extra things yesterday. I tend to do that. I order the sweets that I want, the main ones. And then I went through the catalogue again and I found some other little bits and pieces that I wanted to buy. And I've added those. They're just single stamp sets and probably some more ribbon. I can't remember. I never remember what I've ordered because I get so excited. But if you have a look at all this, I have got lots to play with. More dies, more stamps, the foam sheets, and we'll put those sequins away. So this is a really good idea. I don't know if anyone else does it. It's just good to see if you're trying to, you've got a little bit of space left and you're trying to find something to fit in that spot. It's good to have this laid out. I leave it standing up on my shelf just so I can have a look and just see, what stamps and of course I'm glad that I do this because I wouldn't have known that the dies double up as the outline as used for the stamps. But I think that's really good value for all you get in that die set. I think it was 17 dies or something in that set. Alright, so that's a really good idea, and just snipped off a bit of the ribbon just so that I had a visual of what the, how wide it was and what it looked like. I can see me buying more of that because they're so beautiful. And also, stamping out the fonts because they're not the same sizes on the front of the stamp set. So it's good to have them already, on a piece of scrap just so you can just see how big they're actually going to stamp. But that's what I do. I now know that everything works. All the stamps stamp beautifully. All the die cuts fit perfectly. And that's all I wanted to show you today. And I think one of the other stamp sets was something I was going to use in one of these shadow box frames. So I'll do another one of those this year. Not sure how different. It's got the light on the back. It's just a shadow box. It's quite a wide one. And I think that's an 8x8 or a 10x10 with an 8x8 insert. I'm not sure. But I like making those. Alright, that's all I wanted to show you. just very quickly, and there's the front of the catalogue. We're not allowed to show you anything else. I can't remember the other stamps. I think the other stamp set were the stitched leaves. I think I ended up ordering those because me and my thing about leaves, I ordered the stitched leaves as well, and something else, I can't remember. Alright, that's all for me for now. I'm going to go off and play now that I've got some new toys. And I'll catch you later. Bye.